Hello everyone, my name is Jason and welcome to Storytime. The first thing I want to say to you is Happy Summer! 2 days ago was the summer solstice. Have you ever heard that word before? The summer solstice. That means the longest day of the year. So from now on, the days are just going to get a little bit shorter every single day until we get all the way to December 21st, or 20th maybe this year, because it's a leap year, when that will be the shortest day. So the thing that I always think is great about winter, there's not a lot that I think is great about winter, but one of the things that I like about winter is that once you get past like Christmas time, so we have Christmas to look forward to, and then once we get past Christmas time, every single day just gets a little bit longer. And even though the summertime is really long and the days still seem very long, I'm always just a little bit sad on the summer solstice because I know that the days keep getting shorter. And so I always try to pay attention right around that time and to pay attention on the day of the summer solstice to be like, all right, today is the longest day of all. So the good news is that it's summertime, and summertime is great and fun. And the bad news, or I don't know, a little bit sad news, is that the days are getting just a little bit shorter every single day. So I hope that you are all doing well. I hope that you are staying safe and taking care of each other. We're going to sing the Good Morning song in my, is it a tradition? In my interest of keeping it interesting for me, and hopefully for you. I hope this is interesting for you. I'm going to be singing the same or close to the same melody, but this is going to be the chords that I usually use, or the fingerings that I usually use, with a slightly different, there's going to be a minor chord in there, and it makes it sound a little bit different and a little interesting, I think. So sing after me. Here we go. Good morning to you, and how do you do? Join me for a song, it won't take too long. It's a beautiful day, whether it's bright or gray, and one thing is clear, glad that you're here. Good morning to you, and how do you do? Join me for a song, it won't take too long. It's a beautiful day, whether it's bright or gray. One thing is clear, I'm glad that you're here. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Let's keep on singing. I love this song so much. I feel like I could probably play it every single story time. I don't want people to get tired of it, so I hope it's been enough story times since I have played it to play it again. And that, of course, is Up and Down. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Sometimes I jump up and down. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Sometimes I jump up and down. Round and round, round and round. Oh boy. Oh, you guys. Sorry, it's been a few days. It was a long weekend. It was Father's Day this weekend, so I got to see my dad, which was nice. This is why it's important to practice. It's always good to practice, because when you don't practice, you forget stuff. So, I apologize. Let's do that again, shall we? It's summertime. Everything's going to be okay. gosh. That's not the song I'm singing. Should I leave this in? I don't know. Am I going to leave this in? I don't know how I feel about that. Up and down. We are singing the song Up and Down. Here we go. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Sometimes I jump up and down. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Sometimes I jump up and down. Round and round, round and round, round and round. Sometimes I spin round and round. Round and round, round and round, round and round. Sometimes I spin round and round. Clap my hands, clap my hands, clap my hands. Sometimes I will clap my hands. Clap my hands, clap my hands, clap my hands. Sometimes I will clap my hands. Wave my arms, wave my arms, wave my arms. Sometimes I will wave my arms. Wave my arms, wave my arms, wave my arms. Sometimes I will wave my arms. Hold real still, hold real still, hold real still. Sometimes I can hold real still. Hold real still. Sometimes I can hold real still. Can you do it? It's hard, I know. Just a little bit longer. A little bit longer. You can do it. Hold still, hold really still. If you hold still enough, maybe you can hear the universe. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Sometimes I jump up and down. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Sometimes I jump up and down. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Sometimes I jump up and down. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Isn't it fun to make mistakes? No, it's not fun at all. When I first started these story times, my intention was to just kind of go through to have it seem as much like a live experience as possible. And for the most part, I have done that. But I will confess, there have been times when initially I would maybe edit in case I ran out of time and it cut off in the middle of something, and then I might edit that together. Or like if I was like touching my face too much or something, I might take some of that stuff out. Or maybe if I rambled on a bit too long about something and a story time went too long, or whatever. But then I also would sometimes start taking out pieces where I didn't look quite as good, or where I was making mistakes, or where I felt like I looked a little bit too silly or something like that. And you know, I'm of two minds about that. It's good to have things look good and nice and well done. And it's also good, I think, to have things look like they were made by a human being. Like you could do this. You could film a story time. Why don't you? Have you ever tried it? Have any of you, I know some of you have guitars and different kinds of musical instruments. Why don't you film a story time, and then you can put it on Facebook or YouTube or something, and then you can tell me about it. So why don't you make a story time and let me see it? I'd love to see a story time that you made. That would make me so happy, because then I would feel like I'm not the only one who's doing this. Of course I know there are lots of other librarians who are doing this, and they are doing an excellent job. But still, I would like to see a story time that you would make, if that would be something that you were interested in doing. So think it over, will ya? All right, let's do our stretches. Here we go. Reach up to the sky. Yay, 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 yay. Oh, whoa, whoa. Where are my hands? Where are they? Where are they? There they are. Reach out in front of you. Reach out behind you. Oh, out to the side. Over this way. And 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 shake them out. Shake them high. Shake them low. 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 Pat your belly. Pat your head. Pat your head in your belly. Pat your belly in your head. Pat your other head. Pat your other belly. Pat your knee head. Pat your foot head. Uh-oh. Looks like I forgot something. What did I forget? I forgot my slippers. Oh no. What am I going to do? I guess I'm just going to pat the head on top of my head. Stick out my tongue and your tongue. I'm not going to stick out your tongue. You stick out your own tongue. All right. Well, you know what time it is? It's story time, and that means what? What? Say it with me. To the story chair. All right, I'm very excited about the stories that I'm going to share today, because I'm going to highlight a creator who's one of my favorites. Donald Cruz is his name. He's been around for a long time, and this is a story I got off the shelf, and this one I have read quite a few times in story time, and this one I've read a few times in story time. So we're going to be reading these three books by Donald Cruz, who is an African-American author who, I'm not sure if he's still alive. He's been around for a long time. I think he's alive. I'm not positive, but he's lived in New York City for a long time, and this book here was a Caldecott honor. I've talked about those a few times, so it's won an award. He's an excellent storyteller and artist, and he grew up in New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey. Look, there's a picture of him as a little boy. There he is, Donald Cruz. So it's black and white. So, and you see it's got the little bumpy things around the edges. That means it's an old picture. That was before Instagram. You couldn't just do that on using a computer or whatever. Now I sound like an old person. Anyhow, let's get to the story, shall we? This first one is called Shortcut. And this one was written in 1992. 1992. And I remember how I've told you that you can see how the artwork is done. So this is watercolor and gouache paints, which I don't know what those are, were used for the full color art, and airbrush was used for accents. It even tells you what kind of typeface it is. Futura Bold, Italic. All right, here we go. The shortcut, or just shortcut. We looked, we listened, we decided to take the shortcut home. We should have taken the road, but it was late and was getting dark, so we started down the track. Ooh, ooh. We knew when the passenger trains passed, but the freight trains didn't run on schedule. They might come at any time. We should have taken the road. Woo-hoo! The track ran along a mound. The steep slopes were covered with briars. There was water at the bottom, surely full of snakes. We laughed, we shouted, we sang, we tussled, we threw stones, we passed the cutoff that led back to the road. Woo-woo! I hear a train! Everybody stopped. Everybody listened. We all heard the train whistle. Should we run ahead of the path home or back to the cutoff? Run ahead to the path home. Woo-woo! The train whistle was much louder. Back to the cutoff, run! Woo-woo! The train, get off the tracks! Woo-woo! Woo-woo! We jumped off the tracks onto the steep slope. We didn't think about the briars or the snakes. Clackety, 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 clackety. Clickety, clackety, 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 clackety. Woo, woo! Clackety, 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 clack. Clackety, 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 clack. Clickety, clackety, 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 clack. The train passed. We were all fine. We climbed back onto the tracks. We hurried to the cutoff and onto the road. Woo, woo! We walked home without a word. We didn't tell Big Mama. We didn't tell Mama. We didn't tell anyone. We didn't talk about what had happened for a very long time. And we didn't take the shortcut again. Whew! Were you a little bit nervous there for a bit there? I wasn't. I knew what happened. That's a great story. All right, we're going to do another one. Also about a train. So in this one, the train is kind of the main character, whereas in that one, the kids were the main character. So it's kind of interesting how in a story, how you feel about different pieces of the story depend on where they are in the story. I don't know if that makes sense. But like, for example, right, when you think about the train, in this book, you think, oh, it's scary, it's going to get us. But then when we read this book, and you think about the train, it's something beautiful and fast and colorful. So, but it's the same train, right? It's how you tell the story. Isn't that interesting? So this is Freight Train. Take a peek at the time there. A train runs across this track. Red caboose at the back. Orange tank car next. Yellow hopper car. Green cattle car. Blue gondola car. Purple box car. A black tender and a black steam engine. We're going to go back there and let's see if you can help me out with those. All right, you ready? So first is, what color? Caboose at the back. What color? Tank car next. Orange. What color's next? Yellow hopper car. And then what color? A green cattle car. And then what color? Blue gondola car. And then what color? Purple box car. And then what color? A black tender and a black steam engine. Freight train. Moving. Going through tunnels. Going by cities. Crossing trestles. Moving in darkness. Moving in daylight. Going. Gone. And what I love about this is notice how the way that the coloring, this makes you think, well, it's moving because the smoke's coming out. But then as it goes faster, you see the lines, the movement lines, make it look like it's going faster and faster and faster. And a trestle, by the way, is like a train bridge, in case you didn't figure that out. Faster and faster, and then in some places, so fast that by the time your eyes, like why it looks blurry. So you've got a little bit of the yellow in the orange. See how the colors are kind of blurring together? Because when it's moving by so fast, it takes a while for your eye to figure out what color it is, and so your eye will mix up the colors in your brain. So there's that one. I'm going to read you one more. This one is called School Bus, also by Donald Cruz, because all of them are by Donald Cruz. Oh, and I wanted to mention too about the other book. If you read those two books together, so you know that he grew up near a train track, right? And then he wrote this book about the beautiful train. Like, where do you think he got the ideas for this book, right? So you read stories by the same author and they're connected. So he grew up by a train track, he grew up loving trains, and then this book here is a book about how much he loves trains. Isn't that cool? All right, School Bus. Yellow school buses, large and small. Empty yellow buses cross the town. Stop! Go! Going this way, going that way. Here it comes. It's a long line of kids. See you later. Full buses head for school. Here we are. What's that person carrying, you think? Musical instrument of some kind? Right on time. Empty buses wait. School's over. Full buses cross the town. Home again. Home again. So who's home in this picture? The kids are home. And who's home in this picture? The buses are home. I wonder what's going to happen for this coming school year. I don't think anybody really knows yet. Very different. So strange reading books like that and thinking about how that was just the way it was. It was just normal and we didn't think anything of it, and now I read a book like that and I think, wow, like, we don't even know if it's going to be like that. We don't know what it's going to be like. So I guess the point is, whatever is happening right now, pay attention to it and be thankful for it, because what's happening right now is the only thing that we're guaranteed to have, right? What's right in front of you, who's right with you. So always take time to appreciate where you are and who you're with and what you're doing, because things change. That's okay, but you know, they change. So, and it can be hard sometimes to move through those changes, but it's a little bit less hard when we know that we've taken time to be thankful for what we had while we had it. Right? Does that make sense? All right, let's go back to the story chair. Excuse me. And we'll do one more song. I think we've got time for one more song. And let's do this one. I'm happy, so I'm jumping because I'm happy. I'm laughing and I'm singing. I keep jumping because I'm happy. Yesterday I was sad. It's okay to be sad, but today I'm not sad. I'm happy, so I'm jumping because I'm happy. I'm laughing and I'm singing. I keep jumping because I'm happy. Here we go, let's jump, come on. Yesterday I was mad. It's okay to be mad, but today I'm not mad. I'm happy, so I'm jumping because I'm happy. I'm laughing and I'm singing. I keep jumping because I'm happy. Here we go, let's jump, come on. Yesterday I was grumpy. It's okay to be grumpy, but today I'm not grumpy. Put your hands together. Keep clapping. Keep clapping. Keep going. Come on, keep clapping. I'm happy, so I'm jumping because I'm happy. I'm laughing and I'm singing. I keep jumping because I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. Thank you so much for joining me. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other, and I will see you next time. Bye.